stadium, real happy?
Yeah, I thought I played, not my greatest match, but I don't think he played his greatest match either. So, fortunately, kind of went both ways. But I was, thought I served well, played well in the break points.
Yeah.
He's got a great serve, so I thought I did a pretty good job putting that in play. So, overall, I'm pretty happy.
The break points, were you talking about when you had a break point or when he had a break point?
When he had a break point against me. I think, I don't know how many he had, I'm going to guess 4 or 5. Probably 3 or 4 of them were aces. The other ones was, first serve in and good first ball.
It seemed like you just really played the critical points, the long deuce games, the break points well. Was there a greater focus on those points?
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to, tighten up a little bit. The first set there, I, kind of got a break early, and then it just kind of held from there on out. But the second set, I, tightened up a little bit at 5-all, and ended up getting that break there. Just made him play, and then, that third set, just right off the bat, I played a good game. He was up 40-love on his serve, and I just made him play balls. A lot of times, guys at 40-love, a lot of times I would do this. I would just kind of go for a return winner, but I stuck with it and made him win that game. And fortunately, I came through and broke him.
You said last week that you're learning to anticipate a little better, so it makes, if you can anticipate better, it makes you look faster. And what goes into that? Because that just seems like it's so intuitive.
I think that is just all playing matches. And, the more you play, the more you learn. And I think I'm learning to be a better tennis player on the court. I'm learning about guys' games and what they like to do and their strengths and their weaknesses. And I think that's what Federer does better than anyone, which makes him kind of glide around the court. And I feel like I'm not where he is right now, but I'm starting to get a better feel of what guys do and where they're hitting the ball the majority of the time.
The whole process of your rise, and obviously it's a process, but how much do you think last year's run here had to do with kicking things up, whether it be your confidence or your actual physical play?
It had a lot to do with it. It was it was kind of it wasn't the end of the year, but it was near the end of the year, and it, it was the first time into the second week of a slam, and I played Nadal tough, so it definitely gave me some confidence and kind of, in a way, it kind of kick-started off the beginning of this year.
Can you talk about this year a little bit? It seems a little bit like you've had 2 parts in some ways. The majors probably didn't go quite the way you were hoping, and the summer was phenomenal. Can you talk about sort of the transition that you made?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working hard the entire year, and it, maybe didn't pay off. The first 6 months I had I had a good year the first 6 months, or a good 6 months. It wasn't spectacular, but eventually the hard work and everything paid off, and I got to my favorite part of the year, the summer series in America, and just started winning matches, and I was building confidence with every win, and I thought I've played well the entire year. I haven't been on the clay court season. I didn't win a lot of matches, but I still felt like I played well, and I think it's good to go over in Europe and play for 8 weeks and learn to play on clay. And I probably won 3 matches, but I felt good about my game after that.
Sam, if you were made a tournament director for a day, what would the atmosphere be like during a tennis match? You seem to have a very different take on what you'd like to see tennis evolve into.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want it to change too much, but I do think fans should be able to cheer during the point. I know today during my match, myself and Michael, we didn't, when we got up off the chair to go serve, we weren't waiting for everyone to sit down. Half our points were played with everyone standing up, filing out of the stadium. A lot of guys you'll play, they're going to wait till every single person sits down. You're just kind of like,
Right.
that's, no wonder tennis isn't as popular as, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, some of the other sports. I think if fans had a little more leeway to yell and cheer, I think it might increase the popularity a little bit. It might not. I really don't know.
What about waving white towels when you're trying to serve like they do Greek throws in basketball?
I mean, they could do that. I mean, it wouldn't bother me. I think when everyone does it, it's not that bad. In basketball, I think if home teams could somehow get the stadium dead silent, have one guy yell out while a guy's shooting a free throw, that'd be more effective. But it's just, you can't do that.
Are you prepared
prepared to deal with now the likely stories and I suppose apply pressure on the next Great American guy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really.
That's Blake, and now it's obvious numerically that'll start.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing for myself out here. I mean, I'm doing everything I can. You know, I don't think I haven't felt any pressure at all in my career, and I'm just gonna work hard and do the best I can. And as long as I do that, I'm gonna be happy, and you know, everyone else should be happy with that. So I'm just gonna, you know, just keep doing what I'm doing.
I haven't felt any pressure at all.
Not at all, no.
Sam, when Andy was your age, he won a slam. Do you ever think of that? Like, I mean, I don't know, just, do you just look at yourself like, okay, that, I can see that makes sense? Or, I don't know, just how do you look at that?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, you look at, you know, Roddick won a slam at 21, Nadal at 18, 19, 20, and 21. You know, Djokovic last year was 22 maybe, or 21 at the Australia. You know, Murray's right there, he's 22. So, I mean, a lot of guys have done it at a young age, and, you know, hopefully, you know, this week or next week, you know, and in the years to come, I could hopefully become one of the contenders and, you know, have a chance at a young age.
How do you look at that, but then not put more pressure on yourself, like you said you're doing?
It's just something that just kind of just comes with the hard work. I think if I put in the hard work and play well, you're just the results will come, and you're gonna have chances in majors. And I mean, I could. I mean, I don't know. It's the future. I might feel pressure. I mean, who knows? But I don't think I will.
I'm sorry, the typical theory is that, you know, big tall guy, and maybe not even theory, but also the mechanics of it, that they're not as quick. That, you know, movement's more of a problem than a little guy. What do you do about that? Do you specifically work on things like footwork and movement and everything else, or do you just play tennis and kind of let it flow?
For the most part, I just play tennis and let it flow. But I put a lot of work in on the track, and I mean, athletes are evolving in all sports. I mean, you look at the NBA; every guy is, you know, between 6'5" and 6'10", and they're fast and they're quick. And same with football players. So you're seeing it in all sports. You know, bigger athletes are becoming, you know, quicker. You know, it's not just the guys who are 5'8", 5'9". You're seeing a lot of guys, you know, over 6'5" now who are quick in tennis, football, baseball, basketball, you know, you name it. So I think it's just the science behind training is better, and I think that has a lot to do with it.
When you, do you think that possibly the stance you take on pressure, I mean, I